Google just paid $32 billion for a 4-year-old cybersecurity startup. Microsoft Defender now owns 29% of the endpoint market. 5 public cybersecurity companies still split what's left of a $215 billion industry. And after CrowdStrike's July 2024 outage took down 8.5 million Windows machines, its stock is up 47% year-to-date. Cybersecurity isn't a fragmented market anymore. It's a 5-way oligopoly with 2 hyperscalers circling. Here's the part that doesn't add up. The biggest enterprise breach of the year was caused by a security vendor. Its customers didn't leave, and the stock outperformed the NASDAQ. Global cybersecurity spend hit roughly $215 billion in 2024. Gartner says it grows another 15% in 2026, driven by AI attack defense, SaaS platform rollouts, and a regulatory wave around critical infrastructure reporting. But here's where the spend is going. IDC has Microsoft Defender at 28.6% of the modern endpoint security market. Number 1, bigger than CrowdStrike, bigger than Trellix, bigger than every legacy AV vendor combined. That's the existential threat. Every public cybersecurity company is one Microsoft bundle away from losing a deal. Then, there's the Wiz deal. Founded 2020, Israeli founders, cloud security platform. 3 years later, it had hit $500 million in ARR. By 2024, it was over $1 billion. March 2026, Google closed the acquisition. $32 billion. Cash. The largest deal in Alphabet's history. DOJ approved November 2025. EU green-lit February. Wiz wasn't a startup buyout. It was Google saying, "We are not going to lose cloud security to AWS native tools. We will pay any price." For the public market, the read-through is brutal. Cloud-native security is now scarcity. Wiz is gone. The remaining listed pure play in that lane is Palo Alto's Prisma Cloud, plus CrowdStrike Cloud, and Tenable's CNAPP from the Hermetic deal. July 19th, 2024. A bad sensor configuration update from CrowdStrike crashed 8.5 million Windows machines worldwide. Airlines grounded, hospitals offline, estimated economic damage, tens of billions of dollars. Delta alone claimed 500 to 550 million. 18 months later. Delta's lawsuit is still going. The Georgia judge let gross negligence claims proceed, but the shareholder securities class action got dismissed. CrowdStrike fiscal year 2025. $3.95 billion revenue, $1.07 billion in record free cash flow. Subscription gross margin near 78%. Stock year-to-date 2026, plus 47.6%. The customers didn't leave. The software was too embedded. Switching costs in cybersecurity are higher than people understand. That's the most important lesson in this market. 5 public cybersecurity platforms eat the bulk of what's left. CrowdStrike, ARR $4.24 billion, up 23%. Falcon Platform, Endpoint Cloud Identity SIEM, all on one agent. Palo Alto Networks, NGS-ARR $5.6 billion, up 32. AI-ARR alone hit $545 million in Q4. Their pitch is platformization. Give them all your security and they discount the bundle. Market cap $127 billion. Zscaler, ARR $2.7 billion, up 23. Pure Cloud, Zero Trust. Processed roughly 1 trillion AI transactions in 2025. SentinelOne, ARR $920 million. First year of positive non-GAAP operating margin. Take private rumors persist, but nothing announced. Fortinet, 2025 revenue $6.8 billion, up 14. The hardware play. 25% of their installed base, 650,000 units, hits end of support by 2026. That's a $400 to $450 million refresh cycle baked in. 5 platforms, each one different. None are losing customers. 2 companies that aren't pure play cybersecurity but are absorbing security spend. Cloudflare, ticker NET, 2025 revenue $2.17 billion, up 30%. Q4 alone up 34. AI Gateway requests up 1,200%. Workers AI inference up 4,000%. They started as a CDN. They're ending as a security and AI infrastructure platform. Rubrik, ticker RBRK, IPO. April 2024. Subscription ARR crossed $1 billion in their fiscal 2026 Q3, up 39. Their pitch is cyber resilience. When you get hit by ransomware, Rubrik is what you restore from. Backup is the new perimeter. 3 more pieces of the stack. Okta, ticker OKTA, identity. FY25 revenue $2.61 billion. Q3 FY26 revenue $742 million, up 12. Non-GAAP operating margin grew from single digits 2 years ago to 24 to 26% now. They announced a $1 billion buyback in January 2026. Tenable, ticker TENB, and Qualys, ticker QLYS. Vulnerability management. Tenable 2025 revenue around $980 million. Both are repositioning toward exposure management platforms after the Hermetic and CNAPP transitions. And here's the catalyst nobody is pricing in. Cyber insurance premiums fell for 10 straight quarters. S&P Global is forecasting plus 15 to 20% in 2026 because ransomware payouts are reaccelerating. When premiums spike, every CISO buys more security. That's a 12-month tailwind for everyone on this slide. Now, the bear case. Microsoft, Defender for Endpoint, 28.6% share. Defender for Cloud, Sentinel SIEM, Entra ID Identity, Purview Compliance, plus the Microsoft 365 E5 license that bundles all of it. Microsoft has been a Gartner Magic Quadrant leader for endpoint security 6 straight years. The threat isn't features, the threat is the bundle. If you're a Fortune 500 CIO already paying Microsoft $100 million a year for productivity, why pay CrowdStrike another 30? The answer, for now, is that Microsoft's tools still work better integrated than as a security platform. CrowdStrike's gross retention, 97%. Palo Alto's NGS-ARR is still growing 32. The bundle isn't winning yet, but it's gaining 1 to 2 share points a year. That's the slow-motion existential risk. The threat side is escalating. Here's the data that should scare every enterprise security team. CrowdStrike Overwatch, 2025 numbers. AI-enabled attacks up 89% year over year. Cloud intrusions up 136%. Average breakout time, how long from initial access to lateral movement? 29 minutes. Fastest observed, 27 seconds. 85% of CISOs surveyed in 2025 say traditional detection is obsolete against AI-generated attacks. This is the demand side. Every AI agent deployed in an enterprise is a new attack surface. Every code-generated AI app is a vulnerability target. The cybersecurity TAM is expanding faster than spend can grow. 14 names, 3 buckets. Platform leaders, CrowdStrike, Palo Alto, Zscaler, SentinelOne, Fortinet. Identity. And this is the bucket the landscape tables usually miss, CyberArk. Ticker CYBR, privileged access leader with ARR past $1.1 billion, up 31%. And SailPoint, ticker SAIL, which re-IPO'd in February 2025 after Vista Equity took it private. Machine identity governance. That's the fastest growing subsegment in the stack. Adjacent and cyber resilience, Cloudflare, Rubrik, Okta. Specialists, Tenable, Qualys, Checkpoint, plus the Cisco Splunk integration as a sleeper. Notably absent, Wiz, taken out by Google, Mandiant, absorbed by Google in 2022. The pure cloud security subsector lost both standalone names. That's the consolidation pattern. Look at the M&A wave. Google bought Wiz at $32 billion. Cisco bought Splunk at $28 billion. Palo Alto bought IBM's QRadar SaaS assets. SentinelOne bought Observo AI for CM and Prompt Security for Gen AI runtime. Tenable absorbed Hermetic. Every standalone SIEM, every standalone CSPM, every standalone Gen AI security startup gets acquired. The platforms only get bigger. If you're a CISO buying tools for 2027, you have 5 vendors, maybe 6. The era of 76 different security tools is ending. Gartner has the average enterprise targeting fewer than 10 vendors by 2027. Most likely path through 2027. Big 5. Platform leaders extend dominance. 75% probability. NGS-ARR above 25% for at least 3 of CrowdStrike, Palo Alto, Zscaler. SailPoint and CyberArk take identity share from point solutions. Microsoft adds 1 to 2 endpoint share points but doesn't break the bundle. Watch 3 signals. First, Q4 calendar 2026 NGS-ARR across the Big 5. 3 of 5 above 25% means the platform thesis holds. Second, cyber insurance loss ratio at year-end 2026. S&P's plus 15 to 20% premium reset means every CISO budget grows. Third, the next billion-dollar acquisition. Tenable, Rubrik, or SentinelOne are the most likely targets. Positive catalyst, a major AI agent breach forces emergency spend. Negative, a second large vendor outage tests loyalty industry-wide. Upstream, cloud hyperscalers and identity providers. Downstream, F500 CISOs, MSSPs, cyber insurers. Personal analysis only, not investment advice. I'm Big Z. Follow me. See you in the next deep dive.